Hey friends, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. I recently opened a jar of my home canned beans and found black stuff all over the underside of the lid. It's been several years since we've done a video about this topic, but it's something that is startling to us home canners. And especially for beginner canners, the first question is, can I still eat this food? Is it still safe to eat? And unfortunately, a lot of people throw out good food because they don't know what this gunk is on the lid. So today I want to talk about what it is, what causes it, and is the food still safe to eat? Let's get started.
If you're new here, my name is Jordan. I'm a homeschooling mom to 3, living on 3 beautiful acres with my wonderful husband. A health crisis forced us to change the way we think about food. Unfortunately, it also put us in financial hardship. Turns out the solution to both challenges was the same: to live off the land as much as possible. So we started growing our own food, preserving the harvest, raising chickens, rabbits, and more, and cooking from scratch. Together with my dear friend Stacy, who entered the world of food preservation in the crazy days of 2020, we started this channel for people who want real food without the compromise, food security without the fear, and garden wins without guesswork. Together, we're reclaiming the old ways of food stewardship, but with modern conveniences, because there's no need to burn ourselves out. If there's one thing you should know about us, it's that we love Jesus and seek to steward his blessings wisely. If that sounds like you, welcome home. Hit subscribe and come grow with us.
Okay, so I have 2 specimens here for you, and ooh, goodness, those look bad. But this is called, the technical term is pinholding, and it can be as little as a tiny little dot. Last time we did this video, all I had was this tiny little dot right there, or it can cover pretty much almost the whole lid. So basically what is happening is there can be this slightest little defect in the lid that we can't really see with our bare eyes, like a microscopic scratch that will cause pinholing. But also the lid could be perfectly fine, and it's simply reacting with the proteins in some foods and sometimes the acid in some foods. Proteins and acids, the reaction reduces or produces these sulfide deposits. That's what they are, sulfide deposits. The 2 most common canned food items that I have found in my pantry that produces this is tomatoes and beans. I'm sure other foods can produce those, especially if we're talking about proteins and acidity. There's plenty of other foods in those categories, but beans and tomatoes have been the culprits whenever I have had pinholing or sulfide deposits. But basically, our question is, what's the difference between this and mold, and is it safe? So very quickly, I just want to say yes, if you can verify that it is sulfide deposits, pinholing, it is safe. You can totally still eat that food. I popped open the can, I saw this, and I was like, popped my beans in the pot because I know that this is okay. So that's the quick answer. The longer answer is I want to go into 3 ways that we can tell for sure that this is sulfide and not mold. So the number 1 way is going to be the fuzziness appearance of mold. I think we all know that and what it looks like, but the sulfide deposits are not fuzzy at all. In fact, it almost has a flaky appearance. I don't know if I can get the camera close enough to show the flakiness of it, but it almost has a flaky appearance, not at all fuzzy. So if it has any kind of hairy, fuzzy appearance to it, it's going to be mold, and you would want to throw that food away. The other test is when you go to open your jar. You know how when you have a properly sealed can, you're going to hear that release of air. You're going to hear that psh. And if you hear that psh when you open the jar, it is almost impossible for that to be mold, because mold needs oxygen to grow. And if you're hearing that release of air when you open the jar, then there was no oxygen inside that jar, that's why we can. That's how it becomes shelf stable. So if you hear that, it's not mold. If you don't hear that, it was more than likely a false seal, and it could very well be mold. So then the third and final test is if you run your finger, it grows on the surface, right? So if you were to wipe your finger over, it would just wipe right off because it's there on the surface. Whereas the sulfide deposits are almost like etching into the lid itself. A little bit of corrosion is basically what's going on. So it doesn't simply just kind of wipe away. Now, I can take my fingernail and I can really dig and I can scratch it off. And sometimes if and it'll come off and it'll look like black soot underneath your fingernail when you try to scratch it off. And you can see your fingernail line through there. That with mold, it's just gonna, slide right off. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like black soot underneath your fingernail. But anyway, those are the tests that I go through for mold versus sulfide deposits, which I don't really have to do anymore because I've been at this for several years. I've seen it several times, and I just know, okay, that's not mold. The other thing I wanted to mention is that if the sulfide deposits happen over time. So let's say you pop open a jar of beans 3 months after you can them, you might have a very freshly started deposit of the sulfide. And in that case, you can wipe your finger over and it'll smudge and look just like ash, just like soot. But this has been there for a while. I wonder, June 24th. So, or excuse me, June of 2024. It's June of 2026. So that jar of beans was 2 years old. So this has been happening for a while, and that's why it is so etched on that I have to like scratch it off. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to you. Just a quick video going through those two things. Totally safe to still eat the food if you can verify that it is indeed the sulfide deposits or the pinholing and not mold. That's all for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.